But as much as possible, make strategic choices. All you do. I put down there. I just found out today that there's that Martin Luther King Day, Service Day tomorrow. I hope a lot of you are going out there and participating, giving up your time. I can't remember if that got initiated while I was here, but I know I participated a couple times. It was available to me. It's good. Get to expose into the greater community at large, both here and in Buffalo, and it takes you away from the mentality of the only thing to do here is to study, and the only thing to do here is to work hard to get you to that better job, to get you a little bit more money. You've got to learn, and you should start a practice of giving continuous community service. Every city I've lived in the last 5 years, I have given up myself and time. And it's important. It makes you feel good. It opens your network, and you get exposed to new things. Do different things. Do anything you want. But again, make sure it's strategic. Make sure you've got something that you want to learn. When I was living in Ottawa, I worked for the Legal Aid of Ontario. Because at some point I was thinking, is a career in law something that I'm interested in? And even if I was interested in a career in law, would I be interested in some sort of like community or family service or some type of work like that? I volunteered in that office. I saw the ups and I saw the downs, and I realized, this is not for me. And I used my volunteer opportunity to find that out. I didn't give a lot of myself. I gave a couple hours every week, but it was enough for me to learn that this is, I don't think I can do this. There's a lot of other areas of law that I've been exposed to that are interesting, but again, I'm not sure if that's for me. But I chose to use the volunteer opportunity strategically to find out whether that was going to be of value to me. Number 3, don't be afraid of hard work. Don't be lazy. A lot of times I hear, even from a couple of my employees, it's too hard, I can't do it, or, I don't want to do this, or it's going to take too much time, all this kind of stuff. Don't be afraid of hard work. Business today is all about working hard, providing quality work, and doing it in a timely fashion. You got to work hard, but you got to work smart. These are things that you need to take home, especially. Going to Houghton, there's a mentality that you graduate from Houghton and you've worked hard. I've heard a lot of comments, when I was here, oh, you're a bio major? Wow, that must be hard. It's hard, but you walk out the door and see that that's nothing. I long for the days of spending time in the lab, the late nights, as you can attest to, working in the lab. There's nothing compared to what you have to when you walk out the door. As Professor Bates and I were talking just over dinner here, we're in the middle of a major project launch from an acquisition we made back in December. I've been on a plane every other week since January, the first week of January, and I've been gone the entire week. That's hard. You try coming back on a red eye on Friday night so you can be there on Saturday morning so you can actually do the stuff you haven't been able to do the week before. That's hard. That's hard. And then trying to stay on top of your emails. Okay? A lot of you probably exchange emails between friends, how you doing? Yeah, I'll go to class now, with all this kind of stuff. You try and deal with an email that's a paragraph long, that's asking you for financial figures or what's your marketing plan. And you talk about getting about 100 a day, plus voicemails on top of it. That's hard. So you have to learn to work hard here and now. And you got to realize the expectation that when you walk out the door, it's not going to get any easier. It's only going to get worse. And you have to learn to work hard. You have to learn to work smart. Don't be lazy. Have fun when it's time to have fun, and when it's time to work. So here's the final 2. As I've harped on before, this shouldn't be a surprise. Make strategic choices. Volunteer strategic choices. Choose your courses appropriately. A lot of you have, multiple majors, maybe multiple minors. Why are you doing what you do? Why are you a business major? Why are you a bio major? Why are you taking a minor in accounting? What do you want to do with it? Is it just to get your minor? Is it just to get another major? What are you going to do with it? What's the reason? Make your choices strategic, as I said before. Don't fall for the easy way out. Don't fall for taking the fluff courses. Take the hard ones. You'll learn more out of them. be able to apply them a lot quicker, sooner, and easier. The guys that learn and the guys that I've worked with that have taken the harder courses, maybe not the best grades. I mean, they're the ones that are excelling. Those are the ones that are my peers. Those are the ones that are excelling. Test what you like and test what and don't. So I'm missing across for T there. I volunteer on a regular basis for a United Way funded agency in Toronto. The agency is called Agincourt Community Service Organization because I live in the community of Agincourt, just sort of northeast of Toronto. It's a community that's gone through tremendous change due to some of the immigration patterns that have occurred. But why I chose that particular organization was twofold. Number one, it was local. The stuff that it did impacted my community, and I could see that on a daily basis. Secondly, the role that I wanted to pursue there was one where there's a higher level strategic role. I sit on their board of directors. I'm the youngest guy they've ever had on their board of directors, and I'm one of the more vocal ones there. Primarily because that board and that organization is undergoing change, and you'll find that as you enter the real world, that change is consistent, change is constant. They're an organization that is a nonprofit that now has more board directors on there that have a business background or business leading or working. Much more is expected from them. And some of the staff don't know what to do with that. But that's why the board is there to sort of guide them and lead them. That, because the community is changing, the strategic direction of the organization has to change as well. And with that change is where the board comes in to play a role. I mean, we have to guide it. We have to make sure plans are in place, and we have to make sure that things go smoothly. That's the reason why I chose it, because I wanted to play a role there. I wanted to play a role in my community, and I wanted to play it at a high level there. I mean, that organization has a food bank. I could have been a food bank volunteer. I've done that in the past, but I wanted something different. I wanted to get a different skill set. I wanted to get to see what the governance issues are of a nonprofit at that high level. And that's what I got, and that's what I'm getting, I should say. Getting that exposure. Those are the things that you should start thinking about pursuing when you do as well. All of you have something to contribute to the community at large. Make sure you do it. And lastly, my number one is love your God and take Him with you. And when I say take Him with you, I've given several talks at other places, and a lot of people have asked me, how do you share your faith in the workplace? Do you preach to people? Do you have your Bible on your desk? I've heard a lot of things. I don't have my Bible on my desk. I do have a Bible in my desk, but not on my desk. I don't preach to people, but I share my faith through my actions. And when people question me, is when I have the opportunity to share my faith. Now, I've heard, those are the quotes that I've heard. Charles, you're different. And I've heard other people say, Charles doesn't curse. Those are ways that those are things people notice, especially cursing in the workplace is so prevalent. The guy who said life is a participation sport, my first boss, John Rudetsky, that guy should have been working on a ship. That guy swore like a sailor like I've never seen before. But he taught me a lot of things, and he's still a very good mentor of mine. But everyone recognized, within a month or two, Charles doesn't curse. Instead of saying, other currency, I say shoot, right?